If everybody had that mindset, I think we would be in a better place in society. May blessings come to you, little brother.
It's a matter of opinion. If I'm right, but I'm leaving off for now to go outside, putting chores and obligations on our part.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that we all could learn from. You, me, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, whoever, it doesn't matter. I feel that all of us could learn from something that one little boy did for another little boy who basically was getting picked on. So this story takes place out of Buffalo, New York, where you had one student by the name of Mello who told the dean that he was tired of his friend Melvin being picked on about his shoes.
What's the but? Cars, clothes, jewelry. That's what it's all about, you little dumb mother.
Pretty much the boy Melvin was being bullied. So what Mello decided to do was take matters into his own hands because he saw not much was being done. So the little boy saved up his allowance and wound up buying his friend Melvin some new sneakers. How many people would actually say they could see somebody being picked on, bullied, or whatever because of their shirt or whatever the case may be, and would buy him something? Would that cross your mind, Erica?
You know what? Not all the time. Like,
Not all.
Imma help people when I want to, but am I really gonna save up some money and do it? I might not.
Most likely, you're just gonna report it like, "Yo, stop messing with them." Try and intervene, so to speak. But to buy them something, yeah. And that is what this little boy did. Let's check out this video.
Are pretty tight, these two. Tight enough so that when Melvin began showing up to school with some shoes which were showing their age, other kids took notice and began saying unkind things about it. His buddy Romello took notice of that, and he decided to do something about it.
So, asked saved up my allowance. I asked my mom, could she take me to the shoe store to get Melvin some shoes? And I got Melvin some shoes, and the next day I came there and I gave it to him.
And when Mello told me he did this with his allowance, it touched my heart and came to tears. So I decided just to take a picture and share it with the world.
And here it is, that picture worth at least 1,000 words, 3 of which might be friendship, kindness, and gratitude.
That is a phenomenal story because one thing I always say in the Black community is we don't help one another as much as I would like, and we don't work with each other. And I believe that's one of the things that's plaguing the Black community. And even if it goes beyond the Black community, that's with any and everybody. Lend that helping hand, whether you white, Black, Asian, whatever the case may be. If everybody had that mindset, I think we would be in a better place in society. Like, what is your take?
I do. I feel like, when I am able to help, I wanna help, but I was raised to help. My parents, my grandparents, they've always did stuff out of the norm. Either it be helping out with the baseball fields, throwing dinners, doing something. Like I can remember growing up with my dad's motorcycle club, we helped do Thanksgiving baskets and Easter baskets for the kids at the hospitals. Like I grew up helping. The type of schools that I went to, fostered go into your community and help. Like I can remember going, helping out at the food banks. Like I feel like if everybody does a little bit, then yes, you're right. It helps the community as a whole. It helps people that need it at the time that they need it because nobody knows when they're going to need help. It just snowballs sometimes where you go living from paycheck to paycheck, something unexpected happens, and then you're right there with them going, Dag, I'm really in need at this point.
Here's,
So I love stories like this little boy's story because it's like, yes, there is some good. It's not
mhm.
always, stuff that's not uplifting or bad happening.
Here's a true story for you. Um, I remember the job I had. I would work out in New York, driving trucks. So one day it was usually like a food truck that I usually go to get my halal food. So when I go there, I order my usual, hey, give me, my chicken over rice, yada yada. So this lady came up to me and was like, Excuse me, sir, do you have $1? And it was a hot summer day. I'm talking blazing. He's like, excuse me, sir, do you have $1? Normally, when people ask me for money directly, I don't give it to them because I'm like, yo, you probably gonna go do drugs or whatever, use my hard-earned cash for drugs. But I was like, you know what? I gave it $1. No lie. As soon as I gave it $1, she handed it to the guy and like necked down a bottle of water like 2.5 seconds. So I looked, I was like, oh shoot, you was really in need. So I looked at the guy. I was like, yo, no, I looked at her actually. I was like, what do you want to eat? She was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. She was like, I was like, yeah, order what you want. Order what you want. It's on me. She was like, oh my God, thank you, thank you. So she ordered whatever she wanted. And I told dude, I was like, yo, give her two of those. She was like, oh my gosh, so happy, happy or whatever. And while he was making the food, I was like, don't even worry about making mine first. Make hers. So he made her food. I paid for it, put a 20 on in her bag, and was like, yo, here you go. She was like, oh my gosh, so happy, like blessed. Because in my mind, I'm like, I know what you wanted to use the money for. Another time where I'm at a McDonald's drive-through. I know eating McDonald's is bad, but hey, when you hungry, you're on the road. It is what it is. So I'm in McDonald's drive-through, and we all know when you in the hood, guys be standing there like, "Hey, could I have some change, whatever?" But this particular man was like, "Could you get me a burger? That's all I'm asking for, fries or whatever." Soon as I saw that, yo, I loaded him up with food. When I see things like that, I have no problem helping. But I got one better for you. The dude I was working at the time with, if somebody came up and asked him for money, he would have given the money. And I was like, yo, why the heck is you giving them money? What if they go do drugs, whatever? He was like, yo, God blessed me to give me a job where I'm not starving, or whatever the case may be. So who am I to deprive this man of giving him the money if I have it and he whatever he want to do with that money, that's what he do. I don't have no control over that. If I have to give to that man. I was like, yo, that's a powerful statement, you know? So I believe if a lot of us had that kind of thinking, we'd be in a much better place. Like, and that's the way I honestly feel that we could basically eliminate all this bad activity that's going on. You know, if everybody lend a helping hand to each other and actually look out for one another, the world would be a better place.
I can totally agree with that.
Facts. But yeah, shout out to that little boy. Yo, may blessings come to you, little brother. And I hope you keep that same energy and don't let nothing change you from that path that you're heading down. Like you're gonna get some blessings for that. Like, cause like I said, not too many people will take their allowance to help a friend. And even if that wasn't a friend, if that was just a classmate you saw that was being bullied, keep that same energy. Don't let nobody derive you or derail you from that path, and keep doing that same thing. Keep that same energy. That's all I hope. You know. Anything you got to say before we sign off on this?
No, I'm okay.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think about the actions of this phenomenal little boy. Um, and if it's your first time here, definitely subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell so that you could be notified on more content like this. And if you want to follow us on our other social media platforms, the links are in the description. That's going to do it for this episode of Matter of Opinion. I'm your boy, Walls P,
I'm your girl, Erica.
and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
It's a matter of opinion.